Good morning, everybody. So, it's just me and Kirra again. It is Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. And, we had deer come through here. I'm just going to show you how beautiful the scenery is. So today we're going to try and get a little bit done. It's still pretty chilly. It's warmed up a bit. I think it was in the 20s last night. And it's supposed to be in the higher 30s today. And it's just gorgeous. I'm so grateful I get to live here. Look at that. So we're going to feed the goats this morning, take care of the morning chores, and try to get the rest of the OSB up on the shipping container treehouse. I don't really know what to call it. It's a shipping container tiny house. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. So I decided to bring you along while we did these morning chores because our days are much shorter and we have time in the videos to do that. Oh, hi chickens. So is this where you guys are hanging out? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi guys. Don't freak out when I come in here. Oh, bud. Hi, sissy. Hi, my sissy. Hi, Chiba Chiba. You guys are silly. Now let's go feed these chickens so maybe they'll leave the goats alone. It's an ongoing battle. And I forgot to feed them first. I set my gloves down somewhere. I have no idea where. Let's go see if we can get these guys off the goat feed. Chick, 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 chick! Oh, almost forgot about the ducks. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Hey, buddy. What you doing? Ooh, my hands are cold.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where
I think today we are definitely going to have to start a fire. What do you think? You're not cold? My hands are cold.
My hands are inside this.
Oh,
I wonder.
gotcha.
How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like me, a little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down when it's gray outside?
So we're going to keep this going today while we're here working. It's a short work day for us. We have a Bible study this evening and we need to run some errands into Home Depot. We have some very sad goats so they can't be here with us. So funny. So I wanted to let you guys know what we've decided or what I've decided to do with this wall, this open space. I want to put a window here. This end is our kitchen and there'll be a window on this west wall and probably this east wall and definitely the north wall because I want this all very much open. Where the goats are now will end up being the big garden area. I want to do a CSA type garden. And so I want a huge window right here in this one. This will be the biggest window I'm hoping we can put right there. So I'm going to frame this out get this end covered and the window put in, so that these doors can actually just stay open. Until then, we'll just keep them closed. But once everything is all enclosed in and we've got the doors in and all the OSB on, this is probably going to be the next thing that I work on so that we can keep light, natural light coming in. Because in general, we're going to be having the wood stove going for heat, and we'll have probably some battery powered lights. I might be looking into some of those kerosene lamps, kind of thing, until we can get the money to purchase the wire to get our solar stuff hooked up, and then that brought back to here. So we're really hoping that that will get to be, before winter is over. But we want to start running the generator as least as possible. So, we've got to be able to get hooked up to that solar. What we're going to end up doing with the water, because that's our big issue, is water tanks freezing. So we're going to put a carport over the water, get it all covered, and start insulating it. As I have money to do that, we'll start doing some insulation, buying the styrofoam insulation and putting that up. And then we're going to move the generator into there. And then I have an on-demand hot water heater that we could just take hot water in 5-gallon buckets of water over to the goats and be able to water the chickens and the goats with warm water throughout the day. Probably have to take them water a few times a day. And then the generator, while it's on, actually produces some heat and will hopefully help keep that area a little bit heated. So that's, I think, what we're going to do this year. If you have any suggestions of something that's very inexpensive, because remember, we are on a budget, a pretty strict budget actually, and that you think would work better, or that you've used, or that you have another channel that that has done that, let me know in the comments. This again is not going to be our permanent. What I eventually will be doing is next year with the barn garage build, we will be doing water collection off that, and I will have a whole insulated room for the water tanks. I'd like to be able to store at least 20,000 gallons of water that can then be piped in underground to the house and to the shipping container build and all of that, so that's how we'll be doing our water. A well here in this area, the last time I checked, was between $23,000 and up. I've heard that's doubled this year. I have not checked because I'm too scared. So, and that's not even a guarantee of water. That's for them to go 450 feet deep. And again, there's no guarantee on that at all. So I think we're just going to do rain collection. We have 2 really big rain months, June and October. So with being conservative, I'll also have some water collection in the garden area. So I'll do a pavilion or something in there where I can collect water for the garden and that kind of stuff. And then we can always be bringing water in. You can hire a tank to come up and fill your water if you run out. But pretty conservative with the water usage, and we plan on continuing to stay that way. And so that's the thing with the water. But we are going to get that covered, and we're going to do everything we can to keep. Right now I have a 1,000-gallon tank and 2 250-gallon tanks that are for human consumption water. I have some other water tanks that have fungus pesticide type, not a pesticide, but a fungus aside. I don't know what they call that. In it, that was used on the big farms. And so I'm just using that in the garden area because it's okay for your garden area. So it's a food safe product and all that kind of stuff. But I got those tanks for free, so that's like 1,000 gallons. I think those are actually 250, so that's 1,000 gallons, 4 of those for the garden. So that's kind of the update on that. Kirra has come back. She's looking for my little splitting hatchet so that we can split some of this and make some kindling. We can't seem to find it, but we're going to go ahead and move upstairs and start to try and finish this OSB on the upstairs section. And then our next real big thing that we'll be doing maybe later this week is cutting out the area for the sliding glass door. And Then we'll be ready to just start framing here on the inside and doing some inside stuff. Kim will not be back until Tuesday night, so basically Wednesday.
Food starts at 6. Sure.
Okay, we're back here, up here in the land of where it's hard to record. So we're gonna work on adding this section and that section up there. Hopefully we can get this done today, and then we have a small section down in the bottom that we need to add, and then we'll have all of our OSB onto here. So we're gonna try to do that and maybe get some house rep on, and then we're gonna go run our errands. So I have to tell you, when I was editing yesterday, for yesterday's video, I was cracking up because I'm like, how am I having such a hard time with a triangle? Because I was not using my square to do a 90-degree corner. Let's see if I can do better today. So we are at 44 inches. And this part to here. Because I have to make it hard. 34 and 1/8. Let's try it. You don't have your earplugs up here. I'll be right back. She needs to get her earplugs. You don't know that's about autistic people. They really don't like noise. So Kirra has to have her earplugs all the time. And that's okay. She's going to go get them. You and I are just going to see if this fits. Cross your fingers. Guys, I am messing this up so much. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with a triangle. Won't fall out. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with this. Apparently I'm being tested. See if I keep my sense of humor.
Apparently we need our third person help with math.
She doesn't help me with math, that's the thing.
You talk to you back and forth
I
about it, and then you come up with, oh wait.
I need a tape measure. I did not put in my pocket. How well it fits. That's the game I'm playing today. So we were not recording, you didn't get to see that hot mess of a cut. Kirra wants to put it in and see if it works. Let's see if she's better at this than me. Oh, we might have gotten it. I'll show you from this side. How's our edge over there? Look terrible? We're way far away from the board. How in the world? We are 12-12 pitch. Let me get closer, I'll show you guys our mess. I guess it's not too much of a mess because it meets up right here. And that's literally my problem. You can see how we cut it wrong on that side, but I'm actually okay with that, and that is how it's going to live. And actually, if we put our 2x6 in here, or up here, and then add this section with the, it'll work out. I think it's gonna work out. It'll be just fine. It's not what I wanted, but it'll do.
It'll be what it'll be.
That is so true.
Okay.
Well, and eventually we're going to be coming over this with a 1x material, or actually shingles. We're probably going to be shingling this in. Sneak information there. Otherwise, it'll be board and batten, and I think it'll be just fine. So we're going to screw this in, and then we're going to try. We're actually going to measure that top, cut the top piece off, so that we can do the final hot mess of a topping up there. Oh.
I think she got her things backwards. That's why this messed her up.
What do you mean I got it backwards?
When you were putting this up, you had the lines out when the lines should have been facing in.
There was no way that was going to happen. I tried it. Actually, I tried it. It did not work. So we recut it so that it would actually work with the lines in instead of the lines out. So I was paying attention the second time. All right, we're going to cut that little section off, and then we're going to get that thing all adhered. I was wondering where you went. Give it more power. More power. You guys are getting a lot of Kirra's point of view today. Oops.
There's a lot of looking up.
We need to get this deck up right here because this is getting hard to stand on the beams. Okay, feet warmers and hand warmer time. Woot woot. That should be it.
Hell.
That should be our triangle. I just measured across the bottom that I needed, and then measured from the center all the way to the peak. And that's basically what we did here, and we drew it on this board. We're going to cut this out, we're going to see if it works. Hey, you guys, come on, let's go see if this works.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my comfort show. I'm gonna be myself. Let me someone else.
It actually fits our feet really good. So we're a little bit,
Gonna skip my praise.
we need to cut about a half inch off this bottom. We're gonna slide in there. So, yay! That method worked! Yay!
Not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
So I deal with a super bad case of vertigo, and basically all my little neck thingies or vertebrae are all kind of squished together. So I get super dizzy whenever I look up. So it's a lot of fun. We are gonna have to add 2x6 in there because our joints don't hook up. But that is the last bit of OSB that we need on our siding for both the under part and the upper part, other than filling in that one space where the joists are. So we're really excited about that because that gets us to a point of being able to weatherproof a little bit better and get our doors on and start heating this area so that we don't freeze in our nice northern Idaho winter. I'm gonna climb up on this sketchy set stool and try to not die. Look at that. Look at what she set up for me, you guys. What did I ever do to her? I've done good things for you. Yeah, Slim Jims is a no-go for this girl. Do not send her Slim Jims. I will throw them away.
I feel like that's unfair.
Or she's not allowed to come in my house.
Don't try this at home, kids. We are slightly trained professionals.
I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna make mistakes.
All right, that will hold us for now while we go run our errands. But we're gonna definitely have to put another 2x6 in on this side, and I'll have to get up to the top.
Hot day! Anything else you want to say?
Yay! We didn't die.